Hello, welcome back to Big G's Railroad Channel. I'm Big G, your host, and today I'm bringing you N-Scale update number 36. If you don't mind, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel, and let's turn the camera around and see what all we've gotten done on the layout. Hello, and welcome back to the layout. This is where we're going to focus most of this video on. And it's going to be in the yard. That's where all the scenery work has been taking place in the last week or so. First started off with painting some ties in the yard yellow so that you knew where you could pull your train up to without fouling the next line. And I've got one on the trunk line there, and then I've also got one on each of the yard tracks. I've also got it on the opposite end since it is a double-ended yard. Went ahead and took care of that. I've also went ahead and above the tunnel portal here, I've got that finally grassed and got some trees and shrubs in there. All of that used to be brown and black until a couple days ago when I started doing this project. Went ahead and did that, and I put a dirt patch in right up here on the curve. And that dirt patch, I'm planning on adding some railroad ties and rails in there, along with a couple people and maybe some pallets of barrels and just miscellaneous stuff laying around, just showing that the train crews are working on keeping the lines maintained in the yard and throughout the main line in the town here. I went ahead and also added the gravel back here behind the maintenance or the engine facility. I've got that. It's not lit up real well there, but I am planning on adding some lights to the buildings, getting those lit up, putting some scenery details on the inside of those, and then also putting some stripes around on the concrete that I've got poured here for some parking, and then also add some parking lights and some other details like little figures in and out and around the buildings and vehicles and in the yard. I've also got over here by the Santa Fe and CSX engines, I've got those details there that I need to actually put in, build a little catwalk, and then put my sanding tower, water tower, fuel station, all of that in place. And then I'm also thinking about putting some wheel sets out on a little section of track, have it glued down somewhere. I may do it over in the dirt patch, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about having some wheel sets laying around in the yard just so that it appears that they can pick those up and take those wherever they need to with a crane or whatever the case may be. I went ahead and also right about where that wheel set is, I've poured all that concrete there this week. Got it. I still need to do a little bit of work. Had to put a little shim in right there because it wasn't completely flush, but I'll finish that off. And then I went ahead and I put some gravel around the parking lot there. And then from around that building, I've also got 15 trees newly planted, and I went ahead and did another dirt patch right here in between the yard ladder and the main lines. I've got a train parked out on the main line at the moment, but I went ahead and added all of these trees in around the end of the yard, and all of this was blue and black and brown as of about this time yesterday. So very happy with the way that turned out. Give me just a second and I'll give you a little bit better view of this. But really like the way all this turned out. And it just makes the end of the yard look really nice. I've got the ballast down. I've not glued anything in the place yet as far as the ballast goes. I'll be doing that here in a few minutes. But overall, I'm very happy with the progress that has been made in just less than a week. And it looks really nice having those trains sitting there, especially some of my weathered cars. Just gives it a really good look. I'm try to get a few angles here, but really like it whenever you can bring a scene really together with the scenery work. Like I said, the ballast and some of the shrubs are not glued into place, but everything else is. I was getting close and wanted to get some shots real quick of the train sitting in there, and I did paint the rails as well. I've got the brown rusty look right on this one, and that matches right into the yard scene. And then I painted the main lines black like I have been on the rest of the layout. But you can see that the yard ladder or the yard lead going into the ladder is matching just as well as what the yard is. And hopefully on the next one, I will be able to say that I've pretty much got the yard taken care of. I'm wanting to get those details in, put the catwalk in between, and at least do a little bit of lighting. And then that way we're good to go there. But as you can see along the edge, I've got the grass all the way up to the edge of the layout along with some shrubs. And then as we pan back, you can kind of see how this scene looks overall. Really happy with the way it turned out. And really nice that I finally got a few more details on the layout taken care of that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. And now that I've done all this scenery work, now I'm going to be wanting to go on over and get this section done. But I didn't really want to start this until I got pretty much up to it, ready to start. I've got the mountaintop pretty much ready to go. I've got a few rocks that I want to start getting into place, and then I've got a little bit of stuff I need to do to the lines underneath. And then once I do that, we should be good to go for this scene and putting all the rock in and getting that rock wall taken care of, which will go on around and up beside the reversing loop right there that I've got taped off. You can see I've been doing the tape off for it, and I'm pretty well set and ready to go for the next section of scenery. But hopefully I will have y'all another layout update sometime next week, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be this area here. That's kind of what I'm hoping. We'll see how it goes, and stay tuned. Stay safe out there. Thank you for tuning in. If you hadn't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a member of the channel. And I greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment or a question. I will be more than happy to try to answer what I can. And I try to do that in a timely fashion. And as of this video, I am about 60 subscribers away from hitting the 1,000 mark. So thank you tremendously to each and every one of you that have been subscribing here lately. I look forward to chatting with you in the comment section on any of my videos. Like I said, just leave me a question or comment, and I'll try to respond back as quickly as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this update, and I will see you on the next one.